Hello,
Hello! Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Metal Gear University.
I am T.
And I am Kay, and we will continue on with Metal Gear Solid 4 in today's episode.
Metal Gear Solid 4. That's how the podcast in the game sounds. Did we ever talk about the podcast?
We actually know. Can we touch on that?
Okay.
Snake has an iPod on him, right?
He does have an iPod. Trademark.
Trademark. And it's like the first ever iPod, right?
I don't think it's the first ever iPod. Actually, maybe?
Yeah.
The iPod came out in 05, 06? And this came out in 07, so maybe.
I think it was the first one, because I remember it being like a little... It was a thicker looking iPod, and it had the circular one that you had to manually click and...
God, those were cool.
I remember saving up money to not. It wasn't the first one, but I bought the thinner iPod, and I just remember feeling so cool. And now it's obsolete.
I think it's cool, though. It's kind of like a record player.
Oh, it's, you know what? It probably is like vintage now, and like...
No, I guarantee you there's like a Zoomer out there that is repping like an iPod going like, no, this is it.
This is it. This was the height. Anyway,
Well,
over the podcast.
Actually, I think it's cassette tapes nowadays. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. If you select your iPod, there's actually like a podcast that you could listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And God, it's called the Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. And a cool thing that they did is that you would be encouraged to start the podcast at a certain part of the game.
Okay.
And the hosts would walk you through something. So like they would
It's like a commentary track.
Yeah, like a commentary track to the game. And it was like a really cool interactive experience. It was a very unique thing that I haven't seen a game do since. And I toyed with the idea of doing something similar ourselves, but it would involve us playing the game and recording at the same time.
And then it's funny because this is already hours of content for the game.
Yeah,
that
it would be
even more.
It'd be a whole other thing. I want to do it one day though. Not even just for like Metal Gear, but for like other games. I think it's like a cool idea. It's like an untapped market that I think you could like really get into.
So what are you just saying? It kind of just sounds like a Let's Play though.
Almost like a Let's Play, but like it's like a podcast that like you could have like tips and tricks with.
Okay.
And you could listen to it as you're playing the game yourself.
Okay. I see. It's going along with you.
Although the Metal Gear Solid 4 podcast had like the advantage of actually being in the game, so it's easier to like implement. But I just like the idea. Can I like an idea?
No one's saying anything.
Let me like a thing.
You're right.
No.
Okay. You can also play music on the iPod.
You could also play a lot of music. That's also one of the ways that Snake could boost his psych meter.
That's like the beginning of the music for Kojima. Think about Death Stranding.
Oh, that is true.
Like, this is the beginning of him wanting, I feel like, to incorporate
different kinds of music.
Or media. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that is true.
Because Death Stranding 2, now you're able to pick music.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a similar thing with, like, Sam? Is he able to, like, there's no iPod that he has?
Oh, God, I wish.
It's like the player yourself.
Yeah, it's more like a UI thing.
Okay, but it's, to me, I was just reminded of that, so. They have a podcast.
That's a cool thing. I didn't think of that.
Podcasts and music.
If only there was a podcast in Death Stranding that Sam can listen to. That'd be cool.
How to grieve. Sorry. No, we're gonna cut that out. We'll bleep that.
Well, I'll bleep it.
We'll bleep it.
It's a spoiler. Early game spoiler, but yeah, we don't want to spoil nothing.
Okay, yeah. How to bleep. For those who know, you will know. But T, how you doing?
Doing good. Playing a lot of Death Stranding. It's basically Metal Gear Solid 6.
It really is. I will say Sam does not have the great running sound as Venom does, though.
He doesn't. But I will say, with the speed exoskeleton upgrade, he does have the speed. He can do it. But
he can go the distance?
He could definitely race Venom.
But he doesn't.
He doesn't have the weight.
He doesn't sound as good as Venom does when you feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm running with Venom.
Venom creates craters in his footsteps.
It's like Godzilla running.
Kinda, yeah.
But it's definitely Metal Gear Solid 6. It's a lot of it's a lot of like stealth action. It really, at least the way you're playing it, I know I'm gonna be playing it offline, and it's gonna be just guns a blazing. But
Any way is valid.
I know, I'm just saying that the way you're playing, it's definitely Metal Gear Solid 6, and this is Game of the Year. It's gorgeous.
It's so cool. It's look, I know it's a Metal Gear Solid podcast. I know it's a Kojima centric shit. I would say this even if I wasn't. Like, this game is honestly really fun. I haven't had this much fun in a game in a long time.
Honestly, I haven't had this much fun in the game since Disco Elysium earlier this year. Okay, it hasn't given
Exactly.
me the same feeling.
Yeah, same.
So, but and I'm surprised you haven't beat the game yet. But soon.
Well, I mean, we're streaming it. If we weren't, I would have beat that thing.
That's like the shitty. That's like the shitty part with streaming. It's like, when we weren't streaming, we play a game whenever the fuck we want. But now we want to play with people, and I enjoy it. But it means it's kind of like we're watching a show. You have one episode a week, and then you have to wait.
Yeah.
So, but it's been good. It's been good.
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, with Metal Gear Solid 4,
You're not gonna ask me how I'm doing?
well, how are you doing?
Let's just go into the episode.
How are you doing?
I'm
What's
alright.
new with you?
I'm alright. Thank you for asking.
Would you like to answer some questions
Let's
about
go.
Metal Gear Solid 4?
Let's just jump to the pop quiz. I don't
Okay.
care anymore.
Okay. So, okay.
Yes.
I have devised 5 questions based on our last episode of the Metal Gear Solid 4 podcast. That is not integral into the game, but Anyway,
it's just TK.
it's just the TK&M Metal Gear University standard university questions. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
And you have written these questions without me around. So I have never seen these questions. I am not well, it's gonna be my genuine reaction.
Yes,
Just want to put that out there.
I know. Sometimes we do.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. Why did Rose leave Raiden?
Rose left Raiden because she was looking after herself. It was self-preservation, and it was moving on from a relationship that was more harmful than it was good.
That is correct.
Raiden had PTSD. Raiden had childhood trauma, and he was, I would say, self-medicating with alcohol and fighting.
You didn't have to go there.
I just want to be clear.
All right. Throw my boy Raiden under the bus.
It's a fact. It's not. It's a fact.
You know what? You be a child and cut up people into little itty bitty pieces. We'll see how you turn out.
Eat some gun. Eat
Eat some gunpowder.
First off, okay, I'm not saying.
It's okay.
I'm just saying, like, if this is a fact, what happened? Him and like his and Rose's relationship post MGS2. What happened was a fact.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I'm not excusing what happened to him, but his behavior.
Yeah, it wasn't cool.
It wasn't cool, and she had to leave to preserve her own health, and
Yeah, of course. It was valid.
It's just sad.
It's valid.
It's just sad. It's a sad breakup.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
but that was correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Question number 2. Name all the members of the B&B Corps.
I don't know this. I don't know this.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Take your time.
Laughing octopus.
Yes.
Crying raven.
No.
Raging raven.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Okay. Laughing octopus. Raging raven. I was gonna say praying mantis. Screaming mantis.
Yes.
I forgot the other animals. Wait, broken raven, octopus, mantis.
You're missing one more.
The other animals. Wait, what's the one? No, I already said octopus. Octopus, raven, mantis. Who else is an animal?
You got it.
Oh my god. Crying wolf.
There you go. Correct.
Ooh, I definitely did that on my own.
You definitely did. All right, this is like a short answer one. Question number 3. So it's a very simple question. What are the Patriots?
Um, I would say the Patriots are an organization that control uh the the world's they control the world in essence, but in this game they control the world through AI systems.
You want to elaborate a little bit further?
So the Patriots, we know from previous games, they have a secret um, agency comprised of different members um, who all come from different countries. It's kind of like the Illuminati.
Yeah.
And so we had found out that they died so many years ago, and in their place, an AI was made that replicated their beliefs or their systems of how the world should run. So the Patriots are essentially um, overall that Illuminati, but in this game, what's left of the Patriots is the AI system.
There you go. I was looking for that.
I said AI system.
Yeah, but you said that they created an AI.
Oh, forgive me. Okay, thank you.
So, like, in this game,
they're an AI
they're
system.
they're an AI system. Okay, you are correct.
Thank you.
You are welcome. All right, question number 4. Explain what telomeres are, and how do they relate to Snake?
Oh, we went in on this last episode. Telomeres. Okay, if I remember correctly, so everybody has chromosomes that make up their DNA and whatnot, and telomeres, what we describe them as, are little caps at the top of their chromosomes. And essentially, what happens is that these caps protect your DNA. They kind of like once they're gone, basically that's when you start aging, and that's when you kind of like you start getting older, and things break down. So if you have nice big healthy telomeres, it kind of keeps you young and youthful. And with Snake, what's happening is that we found out that the way he was made, like him being a clone and whatnot, they shorten his telomeres to the point that he's now aging rapidly. His body is like, instead of um, aging normally, now he's an old man.
You are correct.
Okay.
It's crazy to think that that is his normal lifespan.
Yeah.
Like this is not, I mean, obviously manipulated, but like this is just his lifespan.
It's funny because at first we thought it was Foxeye that was killing him, and I was like, no, actually, this is, like you said, you're meant to live like this.
It's so fucked up, man.
Who would do this to him?
Yeah, someone really evil must have done this to him. I wonder who did this.
I hope we never find out who she is.
Question number 5. How much time does Snake have left?
In his life?
Yes.
If he's being nice, 3 months. If he wants to be evil, 6 months. Because
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Because Naomi tells him that he has was it 6 months left to live? I think it's 6 months left to live.
Yeah.
That's just how much before he'll die. But he also has Foxeye in him. And Naomi's hypothesizing that it's just mutating in his body. Remember, Foxeye specifically targeted certain DNA, so it was made to target certain people when he was around them. However, within his body, it's mutating, and Naomi believes that it'll get to a point where it's just targeting whoever is near him. And she says it'll get to that point in 3 months. So that means he has 3 months left to hang out with Sunny and Otacon before he has to go, because Foxeye will inevitably target them and kill them.
You are correct.
That sucks.
That does suck, but you know what doesn't suck? You got 5 out of 5!
Ooh, on my own, kind of. Yay!
Hooray!
And that's it? Let's put down the questions?
More or less. Oh, yeah, there was a little thing I wanted to do. This is a little bonus. I made a little note here. Okay. So, we didn't really get to talk about it much, but the name Matka Pluku, that's what Raiden called Big Mama.
Yes, he was looking for her, right?
He was looking for the body of Big Boss for Matka Pluku.
Okay.
I was like, what is Matka Pluku? Apparently, it's Czech for Mother of the Regiment. And maybe this could be a hint on Big Mama's location. Maybe she's in Prague. I'm just gonna
Oh.
leave that out there because for people who have played the game, if you know, you know.
Oh, good point. Also, I like that Mother of the Regiment. So this is a seasoned
A seasoned war hero
Yeah.
person thing.
I,
Yeah.
I feel like to me that would be like the boss. I feel like they would call her that, but now it's the boss is sadly gone, so we know it's someone else.
Didn't the boss have like a she was called Voyevoda, right?
Yeah,
What was that called? What's that translate to?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. So Voyevoda means like a warlord.
Yeah, warlord, very big war person. Big war.
Big war.
Big war boss.
I like Matska Pluku better. I think it sounds it flows better than
I'm more of a Voyevoda guy.
yeah.
I don't know. Sounds kind of cool. I mean, Matka Pluku is cool, but Voyevoda, I don't know.
But yeah, maybe we will be going to Europe next because currently we're in the middle.
South America.
Wow, we're going around the world.
Oh yeah, this is a globe-trotting game. I deduced that we're in Colombia, but
Yeah, but we went from we were in South America and then
Middle East.
Middle East, and then now most likely, well, we don't know yet, but most likely will be. I feel like we've already been to 2 continents. We're going somewhere else.
Yep.
All right, T, are you ready to talk about Metal Gear Solid 4 in detail?
I am.
Let's begin.
Let's dive. All right. So last we left off, Snake just kind of got jumped by a bunch of soldiers. Naomi
Oh yeah.
fled. Well, not fled. She was kind of like kidnapped.
2 very big
Yeah,
differences.
yeah, 2 big differences. She took like a little USB stick before she left, and Snake is in the middle of a firefight, and then all of a sudden, up from the rafters, this thing, this octopus-looking thing.
The one that we've been seeing taking his face and telling soldiers, remember this.
Yeah, I am the one who killed Yoka. You know that one.
Okay.
She reveals herself,
Oh.
and it is none other than Laughing Octopus. And it seems like she does like this monologue, and she's just like, people suffering, people hurting, people dying.
So fucking hysterical.
She drops the F bomb. Can you believe she drops the F bomb?
In a video game?
It's the first time in a Metal Gear game that the F bomb was used.
That's a big deal.
It's a big bomb.
I can't even think about like other games where I've heard the F bomb. I mean, most likely it's more common now, but fucking hysterical for her to use that. Interesting.
That's a little excessive in my view.
Well, she's serious. I mean, she's doing this whole monologue because it sounds like she wants Snake to kind of. It's almost like she's kind of questioning Snake, like, you need to understand where I'm coming from. Like,
yeah, it also, I mean, like, jumping off your point, it really comes off like she wants Snake to share in this mindset.
okay.
And to like help Snake laugh, she tries to like tickle him with some bullets,
She's
And-
shooting at him.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a big machine guns and stuff.
Okay.
So this is like the first like actual boss fight in the game. Like, I mean, you fought like the frogs before, and there's like a little bit of a section before you fight Laughing Octopus where you fight a couple of frogs as well.
Yeah.
But this is like the first
I mean,
actual.
when you think of a boss fight, you don't think of like a horde battle. You don't think of multiple like geckos. This is like the first time you're like, oh, okay, we're gonna meet one of these B&B Corps ladies.
Yeah, this is the group.
Okay.
So this boss fight, I think, is like really interesting. Out of like the bosses in this game, this is probably like, I would argue it might be my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's kind of like a cat and mouse game, or not cat and mouse, hide and seek. It's
Okay.
like a hide and seek game. She would go and like use her octo camo to have, like hide around the room.
And like she runs away, right? Like,
She runs away and she hides.
I hate that. That's the worst.
And you have to be like really observant about the rooms that you're in. You know what it's kind of like, actually?
Prop hunt.
Yeah. No, there's
Tom, you love prop hunt.
no, there's this like this TikToker I follow, and like to people who know, like is this guy that every video starts with, oh. If you know, you know. Anyway, it's a lot like Prop Hunt.
And what's funny is that the Metal Gear Online that's coming out looks like Prop Hunt.
It kind of does. It doesn't look like you're like
Typical, but like a lot of
the same concept is there.
You're camouflaging and hiding.
Yeah.
So
Pretty cool. So you have to be really observant with like how the rooms are. She could like disguise herself as like a box. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A box.
I get it.
She could disguise herself as like medical equipment. She could disguise herself as like a dead frog unit on the floor, as paintings on the wall.
So when you say a painting on the wall, like do you see the outline of her body, or is it like 1-to-1?
There's like,
What's the tell?
well, you could use your octo camo to like see if the painting is like her or not. And I think
Use your octo camo to see it? Or
octo camo, sorry, your solid eye, to see if it's actually her or not. Now I believe you could tell by looking at the side if it's actually like her or not.
But if
But
you're looking dead on,
If like it's at the end of a hallway, and if you look straight on, it doesn't look like anything.
she's good.
It's good. It's good. So you get to a certain point, and this part tripped me up the very first time I played it. She pretends to be Otacon. Like she pretends to be the Mark II. She morphs into it, and
She's
then
smart.
you turn the corner, and you just see the Mark II going like, "Snake, over here," and then it goes away. And if you're not paying attention and you run to him, you run into a bunch of bombs, and it blows you up. What's even better is that if you call Otacon during this, Snake goes, "Otacon, why are you calling me over there? What's up?" And Otacon's like, "I didn't call you. What the hell are you talking
Oh,
about?"
that's awesome. That's pretty good.
No, it's a cool little detail.
Can you use the Mark II in this?
Yes.
Oh, so what would happen if you used it and then? Well, I guess it would just be two of the same.
I gotta be honest, I never did that.
Interesting.
If anybody out there ever did that, let us know if there's something interesting that happens. But it's a cool little detail.
Mm-hmm.
And then, even then, you shoot her, she like falls to the ground, and she reveals herself to be Naomi. And you're like, Naomi? But it can't be Naomi, right?
Yeah, it can't be. Because why would Naomi use octo camo to hide?
Exactly. Well, as you're sitting there thinking about how this could be, she's already shooting you. You see, she's good.
Yeah, she's good. Is that hesitation that gets you?
Exactly.
A split second.
That's all she needs, man. That's all she needs. Well, anyway, it's like a really cool fight. So once you get the upper hand on her, there's another phase to this fight.
That's the first phase?
That's the first phase. There's a second phase.
Okay.
Now, the second phase is a little weird.
Okay.
I don't know what happens. So there's a cutscene that plays, and she sheds her suit, and she's revealed to be this baddie with a latex suit that's skin tight, and it's like all oiled up and stuff.
Kind of bad.
And she like vomits like ink.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. And she has like this monologue where she is just saying how sorry she is. And that she just wasn't really laughing.
Nothing is funny. I shouldn't be laughing. I can't. The truth is, I'm not laughing.
Ooh. So she's like really. Does it sound like she's sad about what she did?
Oh yeah.
So
Like it's like she woke up from her trance or something.
and so she's just like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry I laughed. I'm so sorry. And the weird thing about this, and this is something that like personally I've always wondered, and like I've done research, at least to the best of my ability, even for this episode. And I never can get a straight answer for this part. If she touches you, your health meter goes down. At this part, she wants to hug you.
Okay.
She wants comfort.
But it's not like she's stabbing you. It's not like
No.
there's no explosives on her.
No.
We don't know if she has liquid poison or something.
If she were to hurt you, that would be the only explanation.
Because otherwise, it's just this woman walking to you trying to hug you.
And for some reason, it hurts Snake. And I can never really get a straight answer out of what it could be.
When she hugs you, is Snake hugging back?
No. No.
So he's just standing there?
No, he's mad awkward.
Okay, so she's just... Okay. And so in this case, if she's hugging you and it's hurting you, you have to kill her.
You could either kill her or you could use like non-lethal means.
True.
But in either case, Snake puts her down. Now, the thing is, like, I don't know why you...
So question for you.
Yes.
Does his health go down or does his psych meter go down?
His health goes down. Isn't it weird?
You see, because to me, I would imagine at this moment, like maybe your psych meter goes down. Because during this part too, while she's literally, it's a game of like she's chasing you and you have to run and shoot her.
Mhm.
While she's doing that, all you hear in the back are like sounds of crying and screaming, right?
Yeah, you hear like what sounds like war atrocities going on. And I take that as like that's like her trauma coming to the surface.
So we hear it while she's coming to us for comfort.
Yes.
And I mean, I think too, with her removing her armor, she's naked, quote unquote, at this point.
Yeah.
She takes off all her armor and the thing that made her powerful. She's naked and vulnerable. She's open to Snake.
Mhm.
So now we're privy to the trauma of her past. In my head, I'm like, why not it make your psych meter go down? Because you're witnessing the true
Yeah, like the true horror.
of war. You know what I mean? So I can imagine like your psych meter goes down and then your health goes down.
I mean, maybe your psych meter goes down as well, but I know your health for sure goes down. I'm
interested.
Maybe it's more of like a symbolism thing. Like maybe this is like Kojima's attempt for some sort of like metaphorical reason other than something literal.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to think about it a little bit more, but you know, if anybody out there has like a straighter answer, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, I'm curious too. I really do think it's just painful. What we're hearing and seeing is painful.
Yeah. And Snake, for some reason, doesn't want to hug, and he puts her down. Now, what's also interesting is that depending on whether you go lethal or non-lethal, two different cutscenes play out.
Okay, give me lethal first.
Okay, in lethal, when she drops to the floor, her suit goes into flames, and then it leaves her body charred.
Okay.
For some reason, her head looks completely fine, but
Should-
her body
That face
is
card is
her face card's impeccable, but her body is like charred up.
okay.
And if you're holding your controller, Snake puts like his finger to the neck, your controller doesn't vibrate.
Okay, so she's gone.
She's gone. If you kill her or not kill her, if you defeat her non-lethally, more or less the same animation plays out, but no flames, and her suit isn't charred up. And when Snake puts his finger to the throat, you can feel like a pulse in your controller.
Okay.
Now, she's only going to be alive for a few more minutes because, according to Drebin, they're only going to be alive for a few minutes outside of their suit.
Okay, the suit, the mech keeps them alive.
Apparently.
Okay.
Either or plays out. And Snake picks up her octo camo mask, which kind of like doubles as like face paint in this game, like how 3 was. And upon all of this playing out, we get a little phone call from Drebin.
I just kind of I wanted to go back for a second because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking the only other person who's burst into flame so far has been the Fury. When you defeated him, no?
Yes, and like the frogs have the same animation if you kill them as well.
Like they burst into flames.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think the idea being like if you kill them in battle, like you're not gonna like take them alive.
Exactly.
Or use
You're
their
not gonna use
equipment
their
or,
equipment. Okay.
You know.
I was just thinking too, like
but like a boss bursting into flames.
Yeah, I was just thinking too, like, why else would she burst into flames for after you kill her? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it, but I don't know. I just feel like too. It's also like just kind of like the fury too, like the anger that
Mhm.
he had after his whole mission, and you know what I
He
mean.
saw space and it just pissed him off.
But I was just thinking too, like I feel like the bursting into flames is just kind of like the anger of it all. At the root of it, it's just like this great big sadness and anger.
Sanger.
It's just this great big sad anger.
I'm gonna use that now. Sanger.
So I don't know. To me, I was like, maybe it's that, but I think your point is better. They don't want to take these people alive, get what they get from their body. Knowing how science is in this world, it's probably better just have everybody explode when they die.
Yeah.
But now you have cool Octo Camo. Fuck her. She's yay. She's gone.
Yay!
One B&B core member down.
Hooray! Only a few more to go.
Forget about her trauma.
Yeah,
Let's get that Octo Camo is phenomenal.
Well, forget about her trauma. Well, guess what? Remember when I said that Drebin called? Well, Drebin calls and he's like, "Hey, don't you want to know more about Laughing Octopus?"
She just kept on laughing. Now, why do you suppose that is?
Something in her past.
You got it.
Why didn't he tell us this before?
I don't know.
We knock her out, and now he's like, "You want to feel even worse?"
Yeah, don't you want to feel worse? You want to know the story of Laughing Octopus?
What's her story?
So apparently, she grew up in a fishing village,
Okay.
and this fishing village specialized in hunting for octopus.
Okay.
One day, this group of religious crazies raid the village with weapons that they recently acquired.
Is that what he says? Religious crazies?
I think cult crazies, but most cults are like
Religious.
nutcases. Anyway, they kill everybody in the village
Okay.
except for her.
Okay.
Drebin says that they had something else planned for her, something a whole lot worse than dying.
Oh God.
I know, I was thinking the worst too. And somehow it's kind of like on the same ballpark. She was forced to laugh as she was made to kill her friends and family. They dubbed her the Devil's Child.
Who the cult?
Yes.
So they made her do it and then called her the Devil's Child.
Yes.
Terrible.
And as she was doing this, apparently the blood that was splurting out from her friends and family looked black, like the ink of an octopus. And until this moment where you put her down, she hasn't stopped laughing. Only she wasn't really laughing.
Yeah, she was crying. Oh my God.
Crazy, right?
And
That's a messed up story.
And this is just one of them. And it's a messed up story, but think about all the characters we've met in the series thus far. Like, who's to say that none of the characters that we've met had a worse or better story?
Mhm.
Everyone has suffered. So it's interesting that we're here now. We're meant to kill these bosses or neutralize them, and then given oh, by the way, that kind of sucks. Like, it's I don't know. It's interesting to kind of pivot in that way. You're supposed to feel terrible for what you've done.
Mhm.
It's very pointed.
Very pointed.
So I feel like this game is just meant to make you just feel bad. Like, everything sucks. War sucks. You're fighting, and for what? You're still fighting victims of war. Like, Sniper Wolf, here is Laughing Octopus. Shit has not changed. In what, 20 years?
Yeah,
Nothing is different.
because things just keep repeating.
Yeah, it keeps repeating, and I just think I don't know. I feel like even Drebin calling you, I feel like me hearing it the first time, I was numb to it. Oh, okay, yeah, everybody has a sad story, but
Mhm.
it's no, it's
This was her life.
yeah, exactly. Like yes, everybody has a sad story, but each person's individual story is still so significant. So
I mean, everyone's got a story. Like, you have your own lived life experience, but the person that you were sitting next to on the bus, the person driving in front of you, they have a story that is probably just as complex and just as crazy, maybe even crazier than yours. And you'll never know.
You'll never know. And there's like two sides of it where it's like, yeah, okay, they suffered, but like I'm overwhelmed and I'm dealing with my own thing. But then on the flip side, it's like, no, I should be concerned with them and be just as invested in their happiness and safety and, recovery.
Mhm.
So I just think too, it's like the two sides. At least when I was playing this, like the two sides of me that was like, okay, whatever, Drebin. And then the other side of me that's like, damn, like why was I so quick to just like disregard her?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like this is very pointed. Like B&B Core, you've already seen this. Like you said, it's this pattern of repeating. You're supposed to be like, oh, okay, whatever. But I think that instinct to be like, okay, whatever, I've seen this is the point.
It is.
Why are you disregarding?
Because, like, I mean, even like her code name, Laughing Octopus. Octopus, decoy octopus, laughing. I mean, it's kind of pointed towards the Cobra unit where they carry like an emotion to them in battle. It's callbacks and references, but
That's kind of empty, right?
yeah. But in the middle, it's someone who had a really traumatic experience, and I feel like the game narratively, I think they do it on purpose. Like it glosses them over to make you almost want to just push by them. And I think that's the point, it's kind of like the narrative that this world takes place in. It's just like, yeah, whatever, another day, another dollar, let's go.
Mm-hmm. So like I feel like even though we have our own mission to save the world and stop Liquid Ocelot, we're also complicit in this way. She's just a means to an end. We didn't give a shit about her life.
It kind of reminds me, this is a weird reference, but it kind of reminds me of that 90s Street Fighter movie where Chun-Li confronts Bison. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but please explain.
Well, Chun-Li confronts Bison.
And Bison is like the auteur of her pain.
Yes. And, oh God, he was played by, I forget his name.
I like him. He's a Puerto Rican actor.
Yes.
Yeah, he played
Gomez
in the first Addams Family. Oh, I don't know, but he's great.
He's fantastic.
Okay.
And he killed it as Bison. But she spills out everything, right? And he turns to her and he goes, like, that was the most important day of your life. When Bison raided your village, that made you who you are today. But to me, that was Tuesday.
That was cold.
That's some cold-blooded shit.
That is so good.
Right?
If I was Chummy, I'd kill him there. You'd have to just kill him. He can't leave that room and tell people what happened.
Like, that is a cold-blooded
For
line.
M. Bison, it was just Tuesday. But it's true.
Yeah, it is.
It is true. Jeez.
Well,
well,
Snake's got to move on. It's a Tuesday for him too. He's got to go.
She's gone now, and that cool. Thanks, Drebin, for the added trauma, the vicarious trauma you have given me.
Oh, also, Snake kind of confronts him on this like Fox Die nonsense. He was like, "Hey, yo,
oh, yeah, he plugged us."
Yeah, he did, and Snake was like, "Yo, did you do this?" And Drebin was like, "Nah, it's not me. Why would I do that?" And Snake's like, "Yeah, okay."
It is him. He's the only one that interrupted him recently.
No, it's kind of like, man, I'm mean with the references right now.
Yeah.
Like the Curb Your Enthusiasm thing.
They're just like, it's
Or
like
he's
two
just-
characters glaring at each
he's
other.
like, Okay,
Okay, I believe you.
okay.
Why would that is the only time that Snake was injected with anything. There's never a moment where we see, well, you know what, actually, there was a moment where Snake was passed out after, so maybe he could have been like plugged real quick with a syringe.
Maybe.
But it's definitely Drebin. 99% of it is Drebin.
Is it though?
Oh, yeah, I guess
Well, I don't know.
no, what else would this game do? Good point. Whatever. Anyway, after that fight, I mean, a lot has happened.
A
So
lot.
when Snake stumbles out of this lab, because for some reason he's not feeling well, I thought it was because of all the stuff he just heard from Drebin. But
Yeah,
it's not.
It's not. He seems to be
Physically
like,
ill.
yeah, he looks like dizzy or something. He's getting up there in age, I guess.
But as Snake does, he persists. I mean, he has to find Naomi. She was pushed out from this firefight, so he's like, let me stumble out about, figure out where she is. And who do we get information from?
Raiden.
And we don't know it's Raiden yet, but it's
No, we
Raiden.
know.
We haven't seen him. Until I see it, I don't know.
It sounds a lot like
It
him.
does sound like him. He's.
Snake's calling him Raiden.
I know. We gotta wait to see him because I don't know. Something feels different about it. The voice is different. It's a little bit more edgy.
Yeah, it's edgy Raiden.
But Raiden apparently is like guiding Snake a bit. He's giving me big Gray Fox vibes.
Yeah, he's definitely stepping into that role, which is funny for him, especially because like in 2, he was like the newbie.
No, he was never that guy. He was never the confident head honcho leader. I mean, it's one thing to give intel, but Raiden is giving like direction almost.
Yeah,
We lost sight of the target. Whenever something moves, it leaves a trail behind. Track and find Naomi's trail.
I'm not like Big Boss. Tracking isn't my strongest suit. When did you get so good at it?
it's like he's like Snake's mentor almost. Which I don't know. If I was Snake, I'd be like, calm down, okay?
Like,
I've been doing this for 30 years.
like fucking respect your elders. But I mean, I think right now too, Old Snake is aware of what's happening, so he's taking this gratefully.
Yeah, and to be fair, Raiden does give good advice. Snake is like, Naomi's gone. It's been like an hour or something. They could be anywhere. And Raiden's like, yeah, but they left tracks. You could like follow them.
Wow, right?
You look at bent grass or like leaves or how animals act. Everything leaves a trail. You gotta follow.
I mean, Raiden has apparently been, learning from the best. Apparently, he's been like globetrotting, right, this whole time.
Yeah, apparently, he's been going around the globe. He learned how to scout from Alaskan natives. Well, what a life! Where do you get off on just like going up to some Alaskan native and go like, teach me your ways?
Also, I like the differences in that like Snake went to Alaska to be alone, and like Raiden was out there learning and just
He's out there like Rocky, just like running in the wilderness,
and Snake's in the hut drinking.
just crying.
Also, Raiden, you got a girl. Your girl remarried. What?
Yeah, Snake brings it up. It's like, didn't you want to go back to Rose? And like Raiden is like, nah.
He doesn't say that.
No, he not really. Well, he's like, Jack is dead. I'm Raiden.
Oh.
I say it in a little bit more corny way, but that's
Jack
that's
is
kind
dead.
that's kind of what he
I'm
says.
Raiden now.
I'm Raiden. Jack is dead. Okay.
Kind of sad though.
Yeah, it is kind of sad.
Because Raiden is a code name. That's his name for military operations. So
He's only military now.
only military. He is what Solid Snake does. He is what Big Boss does. The lines are blurred between your lives.
Yeah.
Sad. Anyway, I like this section of the game.
As do I. I think that this is like a missed opportunity for like a lot of Metal Gear games. I really like this section.
I mean, I feel like it's giving much very like Siphon Filter, like maybe even what's the other espionage game?
What, Hitman?
No, the
Splinter Cell?
yeah, like where you have like look at clues. Isn't that how Splinter Cell is? Like you gotta look at.
Not necessarily.
Okay, maybe I'm a fake gamer.
Yeah, not a fake gamer, please.
But like this one, you have to like it's a little bit more of like tracking someone down.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just the first you can only really play this section once before
The novelty wears
the
off.
novelty wears off. But if you play this section for the very first time, it is such a cool experience. Let me set some backdrop here. When you first begin, it's very straightforward. There's bent leaves and there's some footprints for you to follow. Easy. But then you follow the footprints, and then eventually the footprints separate. But like if you look, Naomi's footprints are like heels. So like they don't look like boot footprints. They look like, high heel footprints. So you follow those. Eventually, those footprints disappears. And you're like, where the hell is Naomi? And then you notice that some footprints are deeper than others.
Oh, a heavier foot, a boot maybe.
Yeah. So
Oh,
someone's carrying her now.
that makes because we heavier.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's
genius.
such a cool idea. And then it gets to a point where Naomi is dropping items for you to follow. So there's like a handkerchief that she drops. But there's traps as well. So, like, for example, there's a bra that is dropped.
That's so bad
Now,
because
now eagle-eyed viewers and fellow gooners
you put your horn dogs
will notice that Naomi is obviously not wearing a bra.
during this game. So if you're paying attention, you would know that she's not wearing a bra, so you would disregard that.
Disregard the bra, fellow gooners.
I hate you. What would happen if you go in the direction of the bra?
If you follow the bra,
Follow the bra.
follow the bra, man. If you head over there, you get jumped, and you just basically walk into an ambush.
I see. Okay.
There's another scenario where you hear her cry for help, and she like winces in pain. If you head over to there, it leads you to like a radio with a cassette player in it, and you're like, "Oh no, they tricked me!" And when you're there, you get sniped. It's crazy.
Am I killed?
No, you don't get killed, but
You're
like
just
you know,
sniping.
you get jumped. It's cool.
Then they're good.
No, it's such a cool experience. And then there's like a couple of Easter eggs in here.
Like what?
Well, there's a guy peeing. You know,
Great Easter egg.
great. I think it's cool. What's even cooler though is there's a crop circle that for some reason cues like Colonel saying like one of his lines from 2 when he was like glitching out.
The AI.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of cool. Then there's another one that you see hand footprints, hand prints. Sorry,
Got it.
kind of like Death Stranding almost. It's a you see handprints, and then they lead to almost like what they do in like Hollywood for like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and they have handprints of like developers who worked on the game.
That's cute.
It's pretty sick.
That do you get sniped there?
No,
Okay.
it's
that's
just
nice.
it's just an Easter egg.
That's nice. Okay.
Well, anyway, you make your way through, and you eventually get to where they took Naomi.
Okay.
And Naomi is with none other than Vamp himself. Such a bitch.
He's such a messy bitch. He looks great though. He
Yeah.
looks. Honestly, I.
He looks a little green,
Yeah.
I would say.
Mhm.
But, you know, for all things considered, he's in good health.
He looks good.
So anyway, he's bringing over Naomi to like a helicopter or whatever, and he's on the phone with Liquid.
Okay.
And Liquid's like, do it now.
the nano machines.
I'm thinking it like something like the Middle East where he was like, activate it.
But
And
he's telling Vamp to do it now. Maybe he's like, yo, kill. Just go, like, do my dirty work.
And, you know, Vamp is like, it could get messy. He's like, do it. I don't give a crap.
Okay, so yeah, he wants Vamp to
He-
like mess up with Snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Vamp turns to his men and he's like, yo, take your shots. Take your vaccines, everybody. It's gonna get a little crazy.
Okay.
Snake's like, nah. He starts blast. Hey, what's the Danny Vito thing? Is like, anyway, I started blast.
You got a lot of references today.
I know, I'm on fire right now.
I mean, he makes a jump because a lot of the time people wait for people to make moves. Snake's like, I have an opening. Let me just go for it.
And he shoots Vamp first. He hits him dead in the dome.
I mean, it worked It didn't work last time.
It didn't. I mean, it obviously didn't work last time.
It stuns him though, right?
Yeah, he faints.
He faints. Good. So
Va-
he fainted last time of that. Now he's fainted.
Yes. Now he's in the middle of a firefight with all these other soldiers.
Whatever. Clean
Yeah.
house, Snake.
Well, he's trying to.
Yeah, he's still sick, right?
Well, yeah. The activated thing is happening, and everybody's going a little nuts. Naomi pleads with Snake to use this syringe that she gave him.
They keep injecting my boy with things.
And, you know, Snake just does it, and it works. It works.
Is this why Death Stranding is so pro-vaccine? Because everything you plug yourself in this game is so detrimental to Snake.
Yeah, maybe Kojima was like looking back on his like his works, and he was like, "This is a little anti-vaccine."
Let me clear some things up. For those who don't know, in Death Stranding 2, one of the characters is like, "Oh, here's some vaccines for Lou, for your daughter. Here you go." And it's just a commonplace like chat they're having.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like all this stuff that they're injecting Snake with. I feel like he was like, "Let me rectify. Let's make it clear where I stand on vaccines." But Snake, on that note, injects himself.
Yeah, he does, and it works.
Yay!
All the other soldiers, fuck them. Who cares?
Whatever.
Geckos are called to the scene.
Okay, they're not
Which-
affected by nanomachines.
No, they're not, and this is going to be a problem for Snake until Drebin shows up. And apparently, Drebin is like helping Snake out now.
I mean,
He-
Snake
he-
is paying him.
That's true. He's making him money, so this is like his cash cow, and he doesn't want to ruin his cash cow. So Drebin pulls up. He's got like a little gun turret on his armored vehicle, and he's plugging these geckos, and he's putting in work. He manages to get Naomi and Snake into this little armored vehicle.
The crew is coming together.
The crew is here, and they drive away, and it brings out this like action sequence where you can play a Snake on top of like a gun turret and shoot more the soldiers and the geckos. It's a very chaotic sequence.
Okay.
And what's interesting about this, I might add, is that the soldiers that are affected by this activated thing, like it's not like the Middle East. Like the Middle East, they kind of went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This one, they kind of just turn into zombies, which is interesting.
Okay. Wait, interesting, because there's zombies that are after you.
Yeah,
So the first one, uncontrollable. This one, they're slow and uncoordinated and like acting weird, but they're after you.
they're after you.
So there's some kind of control element to this.
Yeah, it's interesting.
They're not fighting each other.
Not that I can tell, no.
Interesting.
Interesting, right?
Interesante.
So they get through all of these soldiers, they get through all of these geckos, and they plow into town. Otacon's like, "Yo, I'm landing my helicopter in the middle of the town square." Apparently, he's in a helicopter.
Head over to me, right?
You know, whatever. Drive over. I'll pick you up. We'll get the hell out of here.
Cool.
So they drive in. Drebin loses control. I mean, he's been doing okay. So, you know, I guess you're allowed to.
I mean, it's a horde of.
It's a horde.
soldiers,
He's
right?
holding it down.
Yeah.
So the vehicle kind of like topples over. Everybody's getting like mixed up in
Is
that
his little pet okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
Aw,
He's
what's
drinking
his
soda.
what's his name again?
I think Little Gray Man.
Little Great Man.
I think that's his name.
Okay, they're all okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
So they get out of the vehicle and they got to go on foot. Only thing is this this street is filled with like 10 geckos.
Okay.
So like Snake can't fight these things.
And then the tank and the turret are all.
That's out of commission. So what can you do? They're messed. They're fucked.
Who comes in to save the day, T?
It's up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's
Raiden.
My boy's here.
He's actually here. Do you believe that he's here now?
Yeah, because he's like ore farming, as the kids say on the
He-
roof. He's just standing there while obviously everyone on the ground is like, help! And he's just there standing with his little jacket blowing in the wind. Not even looking at them.
No, because it would ruin the aura farm.
Yeah, cool guys don't look at the scene.
No. Well, this leads into like an extended sequence of Raiden like going to town on these gecko.
It feels like almost 10 minutes of just like fighting.
Yeah.
10 minutes exaggerating. 5? He's putting in work.
I remember there was a I believe it was like an E3 trailer, and they showed this scene, and the audience just went fucking nuts.
I mean, think of okay. If I could describe this scene to you, last time we know Raiden, he was doing flips. Very like you could tell he was very limber, very trained, acrobatic in a
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
This one, it's leagues beyond that.
He's like doing ballet, and
Yeah. Not even ballet. It looks like some like capoeira. Like he's doing very, very much. They're using the PS3 to its limit to show how quick, fast, acrobatic, and beyond human he is. Because these are moves like he is jumping and flipping and swinging on these robots with ease.
it's cool. And there's like little visual elements that like if you like pay attention, you could kind of see like his suit like expands his muscle mass, like his back. They're not back muscles. They're like just his robotic back
Mm-hmm.
like bulks up so he could like bring down geckos with like his like arms alone. It's kind of crazy.
No. I mean, I feel like, Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2 was fighting the Rays. So like he was also fighting big robots then. I mean, those robots I would say were even bigger. And
They were.
he fought 3 at a time, but they were these huge robots. But this one, it looks like this is not an issue for him.
No.
Like he is in a new league.
Yeah. I would say that like Raiden is built for the moment in time that we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost as if Snake back in 2,
Yeah.
that was his time. And Raiden was coming up.
I hear you.
And
now,
this time Snake is on his way out and this is Raiden's time.
I hear you.
Like this is the time period that Raiden was built for. Literally.
Yeah.
So he looks up into the camera and he's like, Snake, it's my turn to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of nice.
Kind of nice.
And we need it.
Yeah.
We actually do need it. Otacon is waiting for us, and there was no other way we were going to make it through these geckos.
No. So thanks to Raiden, Snake is able to like go through like this little market village. It's one of the few like real civilian sections in the game, in any Metal Gear Solid game, that you actually see civilians.
And it's great because there's geckos here ruining everything.
Yeah, they're ruining everything in this town.
I mean, if you think about kind of like talking about how war is just a part of everybody's life. So not only like the commercials, the TV shows you watch, but now it's supposed to be wars in other countries and like these very strict contained zones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in a civilian area.
Yeah.
So you can't escape it.
Nope.
And it's gonna be, I bet you, it's just something that the UN's gonna be like, oh, this isn't right. We're gonna fine these PMCs for doing this. Like they're gonna get a little slap on the.
Yeah, they'll probably just get like a little fine and then that's it. And it's like what, like 10% of their yearly profit. Like who cares?
Mm-mm.
So Snake, thankfully, with Naomi, make it to the helicopter. Hooray!
Then are they leaving?
Yes.
What about Raiden?
Well, they're gonna go get him.
Okay.
They're actually they're circling back and they're gonna go get him.
Okay.
But Raiden's captured
Bye.
by the geckos, and Vamp is coming.
This is like their reunion. It's funny because I feel like the gang's getting back together. Like now that Otacon's here to pick everybody up, he's gonna be reunited with Naomi.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. And then now we're having this like really fan service moment of like Vamp and Raiden meeting up again.
Mm-hmm. There's
like,
a lot of history there too.
A lot. I mean, Vamp. Like I think Emma dying was pivotal moment for everybody, but like for Raiden, that was such a.
It was. I mean, obviously, Otacon has a lot of skin in the game too, but I would say that like Raiden, like he saw it happen right in front of him, and it was his responsibility
to save her.
Mm-hmm. And he couldn't do it because of this guy.
Couldn't save her.
And now he's like sauntering over in like this really weird capoeira. It looks like capoeira. I don't know what it is, but like he's doing like this crazy dance looking thing. And this leads to like an action sequence that like, I don't know if it's just me.
It's not you.
This is like such like a homoerotic action scene.
It might be the most homoerotic scene in the entire series.
Man, I don't know if it's in the entire series, but it's definitely like top 5 or top 3. Like this is interesting.
This series has a lot of gay moments.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of gay, just things that happen in this series, and I think a lot of them are like I can't even list them. There's some that are more comedic, or like comedic in the sense where it's like not really canon. You know what I mean? Like it's like a joke.
Like a wink and a nod.
A wink and a nod. It's in a future game, but like it's like a cardboard box on a beach.
Oh,
I
would consider that canon.
So I would love to consider it canon too. But like that one's supposed to be like a funny moment. You know, you're like, oh my god, this can happen.
Uh-huh.
This one is played straight.
Yeah.
And so I feel like to me that's a little bit more significant because you have this moment that's a real battle. This is the first reunion with these two characters.
Mhm.
And it's not played in a comedic fashion at all. So
No.
for it to be so heavily like homoerotic and I don't know, I think it's just interesting.
Yeah. And in case people don't understand exactly what we're talking about, when Vamp comes up to Raiden, he just casually just takes out his knife. Now, the knife placement is very telling.
Yeah.
This, like,
Long knife.
Yeah, it looks like 12 inches long, which is interesting because the placement is right on his crotch.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes it out very seductively. And he takes this knife and he just like casually stabs it into Raiden. And then he takes it out delicately, like traces across his chest and stabs him again. When he takes it out, Raiden has artificial blood. It's white. And he takes this blood and he licks it off of his knife. Little sus, if I may say.
It's very pointed.
Like the knife. Anyway. So, like, Raiden eventually gets free. Thanks to Snake. He manages to, like, shoot a cable that's, like, you know, keeping
Yeah,
him
because
tied up.
at this, I don't know if we said it. The reason why Vamp is able to do his little, stabbing situation is because Raiden is tied up by wires.
Yeah.
Each appendage is like has him like sprawled out.
Yeah.
Which is also a little.
It's a little interesting.
It's a very much like a bondage image we're getting.
Mhm.
And so, like you said, Snake shoots one of the cables, so Raiden is able to get himself free, and they have a little like, beautiful battle. It's very well choreographed.
The choreographing in this fight is amazing. Like it's almost like something out of the Matrix. You know, it's cool. And then there's like a couple of sequences in this where Raiden takes his sword and stabs himself with it so he can stab Vamp as well, who's like grappling him from behind. And the camera placement is very interesting because like it looks like a very, I would say, intimate moment that they're both sharing right now.
Yeah, I would say that too. I mean, I think it interesting thing for me to say right now, but I feel like stabbing someone is very intimate. Like like you think
The
of
Joker said that.
That I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know if he said intimate, but like he kind of goes into it. He's like, when you stab someone, there's all the little.
You sound like Adam Sandler.
Yeah. So sometimes my imitations don't land, but
Sorry.
no, I'm just envisioning Adam Sandler as the Joker.
I'm sorry. Wait, finish it, Steve. I'm sorry. Finish it.
I mean, like I haven't seen The Dark Knight in like years, but like Heath Ledger's Joker says a similar thing with knives.
I mean, I have never shot someone. But shooting,
oh, you haven't?
I haven't.
Wow.
But it's a very removed thing. You shoot someone typically at a distance. There, you press, you squeeze the trigger, and a bullet does the killing for you.
Mm.
With a knife, you got to do the physical action.
Yeah, you gotta be up close and personal.
Up close and personal. So I feel like this battle already off the bat is intimate. Like they are stabbing each other. They are always touching each other.
Mhm.
And I think to your point of like, Vamp is grappling Raiden a lot, and then for Raiden to stab himself, which in turn stabs Vamp behind him, it connects them. It's a very, very much like even more intimate setting in which they're both connected by this sword, and you can't really get off of each other. When you're both being impaled by something.
Exactly.
So no, this is very much. I mean, I'm trying to think of what would be the point of. I mean, I think this whole series is homoerotic. So I mean, I don't think it's there's a point in that it's happening to Raiden and Vamp. I think it's more so just the nature of like, war and being a very masculine setting.
Man, they're just two dudes having fun, man. No, I'm just trying to make it funny. Anyway, Vamp and Raiden, they're having their little knife and sword measuring contest. And
Mhm.
Vamp says,
Yes. Could you be the one to finally finish me?
now I know this is supposed to be like, oh, could you be the one to finally kill me? But given all the imagery that we've seen, to finally finish me is a little. I feel like that there's like some sort of double meaning to this, if you know what I mean.
I mean, wasn't Vamp's whole thing too that? Well, not even Vamp's whole thing, but you think about Big Boss and you think about the boss, the Joy. They find pleasure in battle. So I think, like you said, it's that double meaning of finding pleasure in this.
Mhm.
So could you finally be the one to finish me? While it's also very sexual, it's also very much you can kill me. It's I think it's heavy handed with the double meaning of pleasure and pain and death.
Yeah.
So I think he's been the one that's been the most direct with it, other than Gray Fox. I think Gray Fox also had very similar
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah. Especially when he was fighting like Snake.
Yeah, it was also very homoerotic. And what was he saying? He was like I want to like feel you or something like that. Like
Hurt me more.
hurt me more.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else so far. I mean, he's the first one that comes to mind. But it's in that same vein of like the blurred lines.
Yeah.
Even just a few moments ago, Laughing Octopus is not sexual in nature, but those blurred lines of like the laughter and then the sadness, and
Mhm.
so it's a lot of I think when you're in this kind of world that's devoid of actual joy and pleasure, it still finds a way. I think you gotta find joy wherever you can. And for some of these characters, it's only in battle. So for Vamp, he finds joy and pleasure in, showing his strength overcoming his adversaries.
And he does it in very up close and personal ways.
I mean, it's when you are in a area where you're devoid of physical touch, this might be the only time you're actually feeling someone else. And we're all humans. We need compassion and love, and so you're devoid of all of that your entire life, and you're fighting in a war. You fighting with someone. That's the first time you're feeling someone else.
Huh.
And I think it's the
That's
wire,
Yeah, that's an interesting way of looking at it.
So I think it's a double meaning for a reason, and I think it's because you mix war and like the war is your life. So normal human emotions that shouldn't be in war still find a way to show up.
Interesting.
That's just me.
Hmm.
You may continue.
No. You genuinely kind of want me to like look into how people deal with their emotions in the battlefield, especially for like people who've been there for an extended period of time.
Like a veteran?
Like a veteran, or like I don't know. I'm just imagining just like some soldier that's been out in the wilderness for like 6 months without going back to base or whatever. Like, how do they deal with their everyday emotions, not just like the mission that's in front of them? It's a very weird way of living that like I will probably never know, thankfully. But
I mean, you think about all these movies where it's soldiers coming back from war, and I think we spoke about it in the last episode where they go from a war environment back home, and they're expected to just kind of like switch back into normalcy. And it's like, how am I supposed to turn off everything I saw? And how am I supposed to just be a part of normal life again when what I was just in wasn't normal in the slightest? And you're right. Like, where do you put those emotions of everyday joy and laughter and sadness when you're supposed to be on edge and ready at any given moment?
It's interesting. It's a very interesting way to live.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about during this game, and it's why I love this series, because it brings it out.
Yeah, and it's good conversation.
Well, yeah, of course.
Good conversation points. Well, as we're talking about, the philosophical nature of like carrying out your emotions and your mental health on a battlefield, Raiden takes Vamp out.
Yay!
Hooray! Raiden did it.
Well, we know Vamp is never dead.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's dead this time.
Nah, he's not
I
dead.
think he's dead.
He's not dead.
Well, Raiden jumps into this helicopter because he's like a cool cyborg ninja now. But now he's sick.
No!
I know, it's crazy.
But the gang's all here at least.
Yeah, but Raiden's like vomiting up all of his blood.
It looks rough. He just looks.
Yeah.
It just makes it honestly just looks inhuman.
Yeah, he's a machine now. Raiden and Vamp, they're kind of like opposites. Where like Vamp seems to be some sort of like biological
Superhuman.
superhuman, and then you have Raiden who's like a mechanical superhuman.
It's funny because in the last time we saw them in Metal Gear Solid 2, you had very much human, weak Raiden and Vampire. Oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Vampire Vamp.
Uh-huh.
But now here they're kind of switched. Vamp looks like the superhuman strength person, and Raiden's the inhuman one. They kind of switch places in a sense.
Yeah, Vamp is more human than Raiden. That's weird. I didn't really think of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as they're making their getaway in the helicopter, Naomi fesses up that Vamp is not immortal.
He's not bisexual?
No, well, he might be.
Okay.
He is, actually. Canonically, he is.
Thank God.
I know. But apparently Naomi made nanomachines that he's like immortal.
No, he's not immortal at all. It was my design that caused his body to be like that.
Huh? What do you mean?
The nanomachines in his body cause his wounds to close and heal at an accelerated rate. Someone took the basic nanomachine technology I once researched and perfected it.
So he's not a vampire. He's essentially just a super. Like the nanomachines have made a superhuman.
Boo!
So this
I don't
is-
like that.
This is like the first retcon. We're kind of not retcon. This is the first explanation we're getting.
Yeah. And like this isn't like the first retcon of the series. But I don't know.
It's not a retcon. It's just more of an explanation.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't like it. I don't like this explanation.
No,
I like the mystery.
there was no need for it. Yeah,
I like the mystery of it.
And I mean, we know nanomachines are a thing in this series, but it doesn't have to be the case for every. Like, we could have just left it where it was. Having to explain why Vamp is the way he is, I don't know, not needed.
Yeah, it's like explaining how Psycho Mantis is the way he is. Like he's just a psychic. Yeah.
They don't. Yeah.
Let a man be a vampire in peace. Like, come on. Anyway,
but she says this is her greatest sin. Her greatest sin, or one of her sins.
one of her sins.
One of her sins is creating the monster that is Vamp. Okay, now.
Yeah, and Snake's like, "You like that too?" And she doesn't really say no.
So she can be as powerful as Vamp.
I guess so. Imagine Snake was like, "Let's try it out," and he just shoots her dead in the face,
My God. I thought
and
he
then
would've,
it doesn't work.
I thought he would have like tried to CQC her or something, not go straight for the gun.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like he had every right when she did inject Fox dye into him. So
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
he's just angry, but it's not right to shoot.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's never right to shoot someone in the face.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Well, before Raiden passes out, also, he manages to say that you gotta go see Big Mama, and that she's in a small town called Europe.
A small town called Europe.
This is a part of like Metal Gear Solid 4 that's also like, you gotta go to Europe. It's like, Europe's a pretty big place, Raiden. You gotta give me a little bit more than that.
Oh, Rice was like, yeah, go to Europe. It's a small town. It should be right there.
Like
The town square.
That's anywhere from like Italy to the tippy top of Finland. Like where Raiden?
Europe.
God damn it.
Thanks, Raiden. But you know what? Raiden is here. Sunny will fix him. She'll make some eggs for him. Everything's gonna be okay. And then when he wakes up, he can give us more info.
But while Raiden rests, and while Sunny's cooking those disgusting eggs, we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna end the episode here. I think the game is coming. We're coming to a head soon. It feels like we've been on 2 continents. We already killed one of the neutralized one of the B&B core.
I feel it that the Act 1 was putting the pieces on the board, and Act 2 is those pieces beginning to move.
Mhm.
And once we get into Act 3, which would be next episode, pieces are beginning to take each other. Like things really get interesting. And I
Yeah.
can't wait to get there, especially for like a particular moment. But we'll get there when we get there.
It's funny because we're going through this story, and the story's interesting, of course. It's very complex, very detailed, but a real part of me is trying to keep in mind this aspect of repeating, of patterns, of quote, we've seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm trying to hone in on that because I think that's the main message of this game so far. That, like, of course, we have this overall message of conquering evil and stopping Liquid Ocelot, but I feel like the main message is just like, you've played so many games in the series so far, and obviously, war is not the answer. War has never solved anything. We've done all these missions already. What is it going to take for things just to end? When will it be over?
We got to do something different.
When will this pattern stop? So I'm keeping that in mind as we
Mhm.
talk about this game. I'm holding space. I want to hold space for Laughing Octopus because I feel like she's just one of your run of the mill bosses, but like Vulcan Raven, like Sniper Wolf, these are fictional characters, but these are people with backstories.
Yeah.
And I actually have some homework for everybody listening,
Ooh.
and homework for us as well, T.
Okay.
What do you think was the importance of you taking damage when Laughing Octopus tries to hug you?
I'm gonna honestly meditate on this. I'm gonna come back with an
Likewise,
answer.
we should come back next week and discuss that a little bit more. That's your homework, everybody. And if you want to send me an essay, which we've received some essays, and I read them, T reads them, they're beautiful. I love you guys.
Yeah, thank you all for writing in.
Yes, like, I love it all. But if you want to answer that question, the question again is, what is the importance of taking damage when Laughing Octopus tries to hug you? You can email us. I am stuttering. I apologize. You can email us at itstkandm@gmail.com. That is itstkandm@gmail.com. If you want us to read it, let us know on the podcast. Let us know. But otherwise, T and I will definitely read it. But let that be something that sits with you for next episode. T, any lasting words?
No. See you all in 2 weeks. Metal Gear Solid Con is
Coming up?
coming up.
Yeah.
MGS Con. Cannot wait.
I know, I'm excited. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye, guys.